Órale, puro Chicano U-turn. What's up, my kings and queens? ¿Cómo andan todos? How you guys doing? Officially, we're starting at 8 p.m. However, this is just like the pregame show. Um, yeah, I'm like 2 minutes late or some change. I actually I thought I had scheduled it for 7:55 for whatever reason. I thought the whole time that's what it was, right? Um, I got a whole bunch of videos, but I did a bunch of videos, man, that I did yesterday, and I was in the process of trying to figure out how to process them and make them into a. I managed to download one, little quick short, but I wanted to go ahead and um and go ahead and process the rest of them, the rest of the other stuff that I got over there. Hey, welcome whoever's out there. Puro Chicano U-turn. What's up? Um, well, first of all, shout out to Intellectainment, which is Carlos. What's up, compita? Shout out to Evan out there in Slab City TV. Heart goes. I'm sorry, the Hillary hurricane, tropical storm, or whatever. My condolences and all that stuff, man. Just keep safe, you guys. Um, everything's gonna be fine, guys. Just gotta have faith, you know. And then plus, man, I think it was just only some parts were gonna get it pretty good, man. But I think by the time it gets to LA and stuff like that over here, and the other city, man, it's not gonna be that bad. It's nothing. It's not gonna be nothing out of the ordinary. Something that we've never seen before. It's gonna be more of a dud, not more like what people were really talking about. You know, there was like, oh yeah, things were gonna fall apart, man, and people were gonna start eating each other and yada yada yada, and you know everything was gonna go out. And I mean, it's always good to have precautions, right? There's there's nothing wrong with that, eh? To take any kind of precautions, man. It's always a great thing to be prepared for anything. You know um I know Grandma has my pistols loaded over there, so I'm pretty confident I can take care of the house, or she can if I'm not available. So she got she got the she got the 12-inch barrel bison gun ready to go. So she got it fully loaded too. So yeah, what's up, Goat Slinger? How you doing, man? We should be expecting some more people coming in, brother. Uh, I've told a couple people. I posted it out there. Make sure that trying to get some people in here. Uh, Carlos. He said I guess his lights went out again, and then he had some family over the house, so he was supposed to show up. Him and some other guy that he's associated with. I guess his name was. I really didn't get his name, but I think his name was David. We had like an out of the blue. What was it? It was like out of the blue, straight out of the blue, like a podcast. What was it? Well, it was like a live stream, more like a live stream, where he was how you call it, what was it, like around 12 or 1 in the freaking morning or something like that, eh? And he was like broadcasting, the obviously the hurricane stuff, that they, just packing it, right, when it was still down there off of Baja California, still down there pounding, forming to what it was to for Category 4. And so yeah, he didn't uh I told him about it, so we'll see. This is the pregame show. So I invited Mr. Lord Creedon. He should be showing up too as well later on. Um, beers up, brother, man. I wish I had a beer with me. Um, But my kids, they really don't like me when I'm drinking because you hear them, I go a little berserk. It's just like I can't take my liquor like I used to, man. Like before it was like I was a lot younger. Um, the problem is that I started suffering from these seizures, man, from these crazy seizures, and these seizures have kind of been doing a number on me. So I think I just simply can't take the 211s like I used to, man. I'm just afraid to say it. I was trying to drink some of these. If I drink like um some modelos or let's say some coronitas or something like that, it's not too much of a big deal. The problem is when I start drinking that malt liquor, man, or you start drinking that other stuff, man, like messing around with these Mike harder lemonades, not Mike harder lemonade, like harder lemonade. You know, it was more like modelitos like this that I was you know I could pound on that. It's like and I'm gonna if I do drink, I'm gonna just stick to something like that. I'm not gonna drink that other stuff no more, man, because that's how that's how I got in my I got in trouble. Man, I look terrible, guys, man, because I really did not sleep literally this much. I probably what you call it I fell asleep somewhere around 7 in the morning, 8 or something like that, and then somebody came pounding the freaking door, man. It was a homeboy. Man, that fool was high as a kite, and it looked like he's been drinking all night or something, dude, or whatever. But it was 11 in the morning. And that fool was freaking blasted, dude. He's a youngster, man. He's like about, I don't know. He's probably even still underage to even be drinking, eh? This fool, um, this was like about 19 or something, eh? 20 at the most. But I think he's like only 18 or something like that. He's probably even under 18, maybe, I don't know. I've never even asked him, but he's bigger than I am. But his face is still like a little kid. That fool looks like Valentina Elizalde's son. I don't know if you know who that is, or you guys know who that fool is. I know some of you people know who he is. He was a famous he was a famous Spanish singer. Decían el gallo de oro, and yeah, so it, yeah, so he was out there, and this fool came looking for me. I'm like, "What's up? What are you doing?" That fool woke me up, man. I was like having a nice sleep and everything. I was like, man, I'm gonna sleep. This whole thing is gonna be raining, so I'm gonna sleep in. I'm gonna have a chance to sleep. It didn't happen, man. So this fool came banging on the freaking door, man. My son, hey, somebody's out there at the door for you, man. And it was raining, dude, and the fool's outside with his hoodie. I'm like, who the heck could it be right here looking for me, man? And I know it's like because some weirdos have been coming around. That fool comes around. That fool like, hey, dude, what's up, man? Like, say, ¿qué onda? I said, what are you doing? I said, what are you doing? And I said, pues, ¿cómo andas, güey? Mira, ¿cómo andas? And I'm like, well, like, I don't know, dude, just kicking it. And so he shows up, and uh, that fool had, man, that fool, man, I don't know what's going on with this youth, man, today, man. These youngsters. And a lot of these fools are like they're messing around with this thing that they I think it's like a computer cleaner, little sprays or something. Like it's like a spray, like I guess you clean the in between the parts of the what you call it of that stuff, the computers. And we're like puts it in his mouth, dude, and we're like, and he'll change his voice like I'm like, dude. I mean, I've seen him do it before, and I'm like, dude, fool, get inside the van, dude. I mean, inside the truck, because I have my truck out there. I'm like, yeah, get inside, fool. You won't get wet, man. What's up, fool? What you got for me? No, man, So who you kicking it with, man? Like, well, I'm just kicking it by I'm kicking it with you. Well, like, you just got here, so look at you, man. Look how you are, dude. You're all like all freaking jacked up, man. You look like you've been pounding something, dude, and you smell like alcohol, poor guy. But he was like using that freaking spray, putting it in his mouth, like, you want from it? I was like, and I looked at it, and I was like, no, fool, I tried it before with you, man. Here, man, I don't do that kind of stuff, dude. What's the matter with you? Like, yeah, fool, it's because I ain't got no money, man. Like, fool. So what do you need? What do you need? You want a beer, fool, or something? Like, yeah, fool, let's go to the store, man. Or he was like, yeah, let me you know, I'll walk it, man. I'm like, fool, I'm not gonna let you walk it, man. It's raining, fool. Let me go with you. Let me go get my hoodie. So I want to go inside, and I went over there with him. And for whatever reason, I guess he told me, oh man, my girlfriend just texted me, man. He told me that, I gotta go home and this and that. And so at the end, he flaked out. We were walking to the liquor store, man, and the fool, on his way going down there, this fool goes ahead and flakes out. And so I think it was a good thing, man, because then I didn't get to drink no beer, because I was about to drink a beer with this fool early in the morning. And then, I look terrible, man. I haven't slept, like I said. I slept around 8 in the morning because, I have trouble sleeping as it is. I suffer from insomnia. And this fool wakes me up, man. It was like they wake me up. It was like around 11:30, banging on my freaking door, man. Yeah, so it was kind of crazy. And this was showing up, this youngster, man. He's only like about 19 or 20 at the most. He's probably younger than that. And this fool's like, he's big. He's a pretty big, tall guy. But then again, that's how they're making him today, I guess, So, Honey Holic, I haven't seen you for a minute. How you doing? Puro Chicano U-turn. How you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. Man, shout out to you over there where you are, man. We actually missed you, man. We're supposed to have some more people come in. This is the pregame show. I thought I scheduled it for 7:55, but I guess not. I guess it was 7:45. So it was yeah. So I tried to get Carlos in here. It looks like Carlos he told me that I guess his lights went out. So it's like, because he's like he's in the midst of everything. Yeah, I missed you, man, for reals. I really appreciate the heart. It's something that yeah, I haven't really talked to anybody, like, even Johnny Hash Brown. He's been having what you call it, since he moved over there to Mexico, to Aguascalientes. He's been over there. And so I mean, now he's changed his phone too, like the American phone. Now he has a Mexican phone. And then I don't have a phone, so I've been trying to get a phone. I was trying to get a phone this week, man, and it was terrible, man. I couldn't get another one. So he told me, yeah. So we have to get drunk together again. It's on a weekend. Okay, you never go live on Friday or Saturday nights. Actually, my intention has been on going on Fridays, but since it's like it's been kind of like a little bit shaky because I haven't had Johnny, and then plus these last couple Fridays, last couple weeks, man, I've been kind of I have posted, I got several posts that I'm sorry, man, I'm kind of like sweating a little bit. It's kind of humid out here, eh? I got my shirt off and everything, eh? Because I was like, it's right here, even though it's raining outside, whatever, right here in LA, but it's still this is a tropical storm, so it's still kind of warm inside the house. It's humid inside the house. I should turn on the AC. Oh man, but I took the AC out of the window. Dang it. This was right there. With all my junk. My rock collection over there, and then my kids' toys and some random stuff over there, some more teddies and whatnot. It's like an old one of those old but it works. I mean, the AC. But yeah, I did a podcast this Friday. Um, I was joined by Mr. Lord Creedon. Um, and so I was like he joined me. So I've been running the stream. I've been running it kind of solo. He's been doing his thing. And then plus he has two jobs. So yeah, yeah, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. We can go ahead and talk, man. And you're welcome whenever you want. I know that I put it on this description before coming in on here. The description is on there for the link. I don't know if you can see it or anyone can see it. Um, I'm not sure if I can. Let me see if I can actually post it. Actually, let me see if I can. If actually I should actually post it. HT. Um, see if it's this one. Yeah, it's this one right here. Well, I'm actually able to post. Hmm, nice. Yeah, that's the actual link right there. So anybody that wants to come in later on, anybody's everybody's welcome to come in. That's the link. To show up and anybody can come in and chat. Because that was our original plan. With me and Johnny to get people in, and there's a lot of people out there with a good story. Just simply ain't got nobody to tell it to, and don't have any people to kick it with. They don't have anyone to kick it with. They don't have nobody to tell it to. So um, you know, this is the platform to do it. They can share it with us. And we give them that platform. We give them that that you know. So yeah, but yeah, it could be in a weekend. A weekend is always nice. I really don't have much to do on the weekends either. When I have to. I gotta do my things with my kids. When I gotta take them out and stuff like that. Yesterday we went out. I had to go get my medicine and go get a couple supplies, couple things from the house. And that was the only reason we went out. We went to MacArthur Park, and I got a bunch of videos that I was actually editing, but I didn't get a chance to finish the whole thing. I've been trying to figure the whole thing out because I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to edit really well. And then plus the excuse me, the editing thing that I'm trying to do, um, it's kind of it's kind of quite difficult for me to um process the whole thing. So and then it plus it's really long. It's kind of longish. The I did a lot of video like because I was walking around with the phone in my pocket, and so it's like it's one of those things where it's been like what you call it or I have to really look into the whole thing, and then I have to like cut some things off, and I have to learn how to do all that splicing whole thing, because it's kind of. And I'm thinking of putting some music in the background and stuff like that. So just kind of make it look cool. Yeah, and unfortunately, man, I had some issues with the kids in the school. Um, I've been having issues with these people, man. First, they needed they needed some new vaccines, so they wouldn't let them in because of some vaccines. And then they said they needed some kind of physicals on top of that. And then not only that, they were assigned to a certain school right here close by, and I didn't want to take them there because I was having trouble with my neighbors, and I didn't want to run into them and get into a big old fight over there with them, or them seeing my kids and then trying to bully my kids. It was no bueno. So I had to go over there and get some paperwork signed from the principal. So it took some time for them to get it back. The time I got it back, I had to wait for the next semester, and so now it turned into a big ball of a lot of things. And then as of recently, now I don't have a vehicle. Well, I do, but first of all, I had Grandpa's mobile, but he got jacked again. So it got stolen again. And it's all my fault, for kicking it with these fools that I was kicking it with, man. They restole my freaking van. I gotta go over there and I gotta break even with these guys, man. So I still got that, you know. Yeah, I'm not a violent guy, man. I don't really want to get into that crazy stuff and all that stuff. But it's, I've been too soft with these fools, man. But I think it's time for me to show them who Chicano is, man. You know, they've been seeing me walking around with a pistol, man, but not doing nothing with it. They've actually stolen my freaking pistol, like 2 or 3 of them already. Not to mention one that I loaned. I hadn't gotten it back. So now it's time for me to go over there, man, and show them what can I do, man. So I'm gonna have to, gonna have to break even. It's either they don't give me my stuff back, or you're just gonna have to pay me back. It's gonna owe me. They owe me. I'm gonna give them 30 days. If I don't see my stuff back, then I'm gonna hunt them down. You know, and I don't know what's gonna happen from there. But I don't want to go out there breaking anybody's leg, man, or going over there shooting anybody, man. That's not really my style. That's low class, man. But that's low class. But if push comes to shove, man, and they push me to do something, man, I'm gonna have to pistol whoop them or something. I'm gonna go over there and whoop them for sure. Not to mention I got a taser somewhere in here. Nah, I don't know. I got it somewhere over there. It's a taser. I got some mace and all that stuff, man. I can use some pepper spray, some mace. Maybe I can make their eyes cry a little bit or something. I don't know, man. But they're gonna have to pay me back. I'm gonna have to show them. I'm just gonna have to. It's just a man code. It's just a code that you have as I guess out here. When they see you not doing something about certain things, they're just gonna do it. It's like, listen, man. I was being good to these guys, man, and I would treat them and kick it with these guys and all that stuff, man. Everything would be nice. And these kind of people, you give them your hand, and these fools grab your foot, man. That's the kind of fools that these guys are, man. And, you know what? The thing is that not all these guys, and I've said this before, in some of my podcasts. I've said this before. Not everybody's bad, man. A lot of these guys are good guys. There's 3 kinds of people right there. Eh? You got the people that coming from Mexico. They're coming from Mexico, or coming from wherever country they're coming from, because there's a lot of, now that I've noticed around here in this area, and I've never really seen it before. There's been a lot of Central Americans, like Salvadorians, people from Guatemala, primarily Salvadorians, and Honduras, like Hondureños. So it's primarily them, Honduras and Salvador. Guatemala, they're more established, they're more clean people, because where you have El Salvador and Honduras is where you have like the Mara Salvatruchas, the 18 streeters and all that stuff, all the gangsters, who's that were tattoos in their face and tattoos in their bald head and stuff like that. Straight up killers. That's where the fools come from, man. And so you have some of those guys are criminals, that drug users and stealers and rob you. Then you have the guys that are coming from over there that have no family and just live here by themselves, and then you have the people that actually live here, just like to party, and are just are like, what you call it, well, anyways, the first category, those fools are haters. They rob and they'll do stuff like that. They'll rob you. They'll do stuff like that, man. And they will do things like that to you, eh? And they will rob you, and or anybody, and they're criminals. They're probably even running away from the law over there. They're straight up killers, stuff like that. Those guys are haters, especially if you're being kind with some of these other guys. And then you have the kind guys that are like really humble individuals, really kind, really humble guys. Come from Mexico, they ain't got no family. They just happen to live in the street and they're just out here hustling. They take whatever they can. Scraps. They're out here looking for scraps, pretty much. Literally for scraps. I gave one of these fools I'll tell you the story right now. And then you have the other guys, they're like Mexican Americans or fools that are like living here and they got their parents and they got everything, they got a house and everything. They just like to party. And they're into drugs, man. Like my nephew, who got his dad, he got my sister, which is his mom. And that fool's out there in the freaking street, living in the street, man. He ain't got to live in the streets. He goes over there every time he gets a chance to steal something. He'll go ahead and steal. In fact, one time when I seen him, I hadn't seen this fool in a couple of years. This fool was like, "Hey, what's up?" I grabbed him. I was drinking with these fools that night in the railroad tracks. I grabbed him. I kissed him on the cheek, man. I told him, "Dude, I haven't seen you in a long time, dude. I miss you, pinche peloncho." Peloncho. Peloncho is it's like a slang name saying peloncho, like because he was born bald, and but he's never had a bald head really, just only when he was a child, and he shaved his head one time, So so it just stuck. Peloncho. Pelon means a ball, and cho it's like saying like a peluche, like a little, like a kind of like a teddy, So he was like a little teddy, a little bald teddy kid, so kind of like that, so something like that. It's like a slang word, and so yeah, it's funny, man. And yeah, they took my kindness for weakness, man. You could say that for sure, man. These individuals, like I said, you'll give them your hand, you'll grab your foot, man, for sure. And I wish I could have put my foot down from the very beginning, Um, I was just being too nice with these people, just treating everybody, and they'll be like, "Hey, fool, go get some beer for me. I'll give them some money. Some fools won't come back, and some other fools will come back, especially when they start seeing me waving that pistol that I used to have, or that I had, I still got some left, man, but well, grandma has them, and but she hasn't been able to give them to me anymore. It's just because she knows I've been going out there, and she knows I've already told her what my intentions have been, that I need to go find the van, and I need to go. That's why I haven't really been out there anymore, because my intention was to go out there and go get my van back at whatever means necessary. I was gonna go to their camp and everything, and to the camp where they jacked me, and I was gonna go over there and try to get this thing back, because and eventually I'm still gonna try to get it back, no matter what. I don't care how condition it is, but I'm still gonna get my stuff back, I don't care how it is. But that one guy they call Fat Boy, that mother lover right there, is the one that's responsible for him. He came actually the other day, man, trying to clear his name. I happened to have my son. I'm like, "Oh, you're lucky, man. I'm right here with my son. I'll be kicking your ass right now." "Oh no, fool, but it wasn't me, man." And he started blaming on some other fool named Willow. "Nah, fool, that pinche Willow. Willow was a guy that did the whole thing, man." He was like, while I was taking stuff from you, he said he was pointing a gun at me, saying, "Yeah, fool. Well, me and you are in the same boat, fool. You doing it too, fool." So why he was pointing something at him. He says, allegedly, right? So I gotta go there and straighten everything out. So they gotta. I mean, my whole thing is to dialogue at the beginning. My whole thing's not to go out there guns blazing, because if it was like that, man, I would have been over there guns blazing already, long time ago. Could have went over there, just even if it's not with pistols, I'll go over there, start swinging. Because a lot of these fools don't know that I did martial arts, man. A lot of these fools don't know that I used to be an amateur fighter too, and I used to be an amateur boxer. I used to fight, man. And I used to be I used to just be a straight up street fighter, man. When I was younger, out there in the street, gangbanging. When I was gangbanging, doing all that crazy stuff. Shout out to Chaka, and shout out to everybody over in Aliso Village. So yeah, it's shout out everybody over to East LA. And so yeah, it was yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. That's why I've never really said where I was from. That's why I never really said who I was really rolling with, man. Because if I do, it's just Some fool might even come looking for me, man. Old wound, old scars can open right up, and or some fools might remember me or something like that. But since I was really young, some fools really don't remember me so much. So that's kind of the thing, that's going on. So yeah, it can be you can tell by my nose, huh? Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, I got a nose strip. I gotta use it because other than that I can't really breathe. I got a crooked nose already as it is. I mean, it's never really been like really um like all completely like some other guys where they just completely just have it all like sideways and all that stuff. But yeah, I was a straight up bleeder, man. Every time they'll jab me, the straight jabs, first couple rounds, man, I was already bleeding my guts off already out of my nose. It was not uncommon, so I was kind of used to it. So every time I stepped in the ring, I was pretty much a bleeder. And then I started messing around with cocaine, started using coke, and snorting it up my nose, allegedly. And or rather, I should say the Johnson and Johnson, because then YouTube might do something with me. Then I started developing a freaking hole like the vultures, man. Like started going for a hole like a hole. I started like a ulcer or something started growing right here, going to the other side. So it's like I almost had like a piercing in the ear or something, like the freaking like the old Indians are sort of having a bone in here or something. For using that stuff too much, eh? I started having all this stuff too, like the cartilage starts breaking down your freaking cartilage inside your nose. But yeah, my my nose got busted several times, man. And so I have to wear this nasal strip in order to open me up. Other than that, I can't really breathe anymore because of it. I can't really breathe from the nasal cavity. I've had that issue even though when I was a kid, but it got even worse. Well, I did get punched as a kid too, so I got jumped a lot of times by by yeah, a lot of times, man. It was grown ass people, man. Grown people that were adults, man, jumping me, getting me um just trying to they thought they were cool, man. They thought they were they felt a certain way beating up a freaking 11, 12 year old like me. When them fools were already, straight up adults, even fathers, already in their 20s and mid 20s and stuff. I'm right here getting kneed by these guys, getting kicked on the ground from these fools, just because, they wanna act tough in front of everybody else, and just for no reason. I remember getting punched by this one guy. He was a big African American guy. That fool was like, "Where you from?" And I told him where I was from, and he's like, I told him, boom, and he was sitting next to me in a patio, right here, just like really close to me like this. And he goes ahead and socks me, boom. I was only like about 11 years old. This fool was an adult, he's a big dude, African American guy. And then he asked me again, "Where you from?" I told him again, boom, socked me again. "Where you from?" And by this time, I was like, grabbing myself, like, and I was getting upset, and I told him again, and he socks me again, boom, and I started bleeding from my mouth. And then he tells me again. This time, my eyes were getting watery. "Where are you from?" And I told him again, and this was smiling the whole time. Goes ahead, punched me sort of my nose, somewhere like half my because I was looking at him this time. This time he punched me somewhere in here like this, and that's when he started making me bleed from one of my nostrils. So I left bleeding, and this time I started to I was already like choking up already. Like I was telling him where I was from, but I was already choking up while I was talking. And then by then, the other guy that was with me, he told him, "Nah, fool, there, leave him alone, man. He just, And the fool just started laughing, the other guy. And so my homies found out about it. Oh, is that right? They did that fool to you, man? Who did that to you, man? That fool James. James did that to me. Oh yeah, come on, man, let's go. And they went over there, man, and they grabbed that fool, man, and they rolled him up in the ground. They rolled him up and smoked him like a blunt. That's what they did to that guy for beating me up. But yeah, um, things happen, man. I guess when you're in that lifestyle, man, when you're messing around with these fools, man, that's the kind of stuff you expose yourself to, eh? But yeah, man. I mean, it could be awful, man. You know, but I guess that's part that I guess that's the difference. I mean, you don't learn anything. You don't learn anything by not going through anything. You know, you have no experiences, man. You ain't gonna ever learn anything. Excuse me. You learn through going through experiences. Through humiliations and experiencing humiliations, experiencing things like that. It's what makes you tough. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I think that's kind of what's made us. Um, be where we are today. I mean, I might not be in the best position in the world, whatever, but financially or whatever you want to call it. But and I've been struggling, to stabilize myself. I guess mentally and stuff like that, and all the stuff, all the attacks I've been going through. Um, but at the same time, it's I've gained a lot of knowledge behind it, and you gain a lot of experience. And you learn from it. And those that do not learn from their mistakes, man, don't learn from stuff like that, man, you're just gonna continue to make them. Lord knows that I've learned so many things from the past, but still I've managed to somehow screw it up and continue doing the same mistakes, even though I know better. And it all comes down when you start drinking, when you get that stuff with you, man, and you get out of control. But yeah, Honey Holic, man, I really missed you, man, coming around. Um, and sure, yeah, man, uh, yeah, we can have a drink, even if it's via right here. You know, we'll have a couple of shots or something and a beer and say hello to each other. While we're talking and cheers. Salud. We can do that and while we're chit chatting. I would like to have you here. So that we can speak together and then you can share some things with us. As this is what the platform's supposed to be. You know, and I miss Johnny too, man. My brother from another mother, and I miss you too, brother, man. Where we are right now. The one person that I've been really concerned about, and I have not seen um lately. I've tried calling her from her new phone. She said that she was gonna uh by the end of the month she was gonna lose that phone and she was gonna gain another one, and it was gonna expire. So she had another one already ready to go, and so I texted her and I called her, and I've never received any reply from either the voicemails I sent her nor the text messages, and even went as far as emailing her. And then we're talking about T. We're talking about Teresa from Florida. I don't know where you are, T, man. I'm really concerned about you, man. Or if anybody knows who she is or where she is, Teresa. They call her um Sombra Cotovia and Gringa Fajita, something like that. Or she used to call herself Teresa Gaming, or just Sombra Cotovia, you know, something like that. And yeah, and I enjoyed always her company, man. Her talk to, man. Um, I used to always pray for her, and I just simply haven't heard. Hopefully, it's wishfully, man. I don't like to use the word hopefully, but I wish that it's just maybe just a communication thing. Maybe she ain't got a phone, or she's had issues with her phone communication or something. It's just Let's just wish it's something like that and something minor and it's not nothing in there, nothing else bigger. Where she's, because she disappeared. She disappeared, man. Just out of the face of the earth, man. She disappeared, and I've been concerned for her, this whole time. I mean, I don't know where she's at, and I know she has a son named Jeremy. You know, he's like 26 years old or something like that. He had a girlfriend, a kid with long hair and tattoos and stuff like that, and yeah, shout out to you, brother, man. If you ever get to see this too, I would like for you to go ahead and contact us, man. Contact me, Gomez Steve 1981 at gmail.com via email and see if you can tell me anything about what's up with your mother. I wish I know where you were away, or if you had any kind of contact, for you, you know, I wish, yeah. But yeah, Honey Holic, man. I mean, you might have stepped out. Um, but yeah, I understand you have to go to work, man. And you have to go to work early and stuff like that. So it must be kind of late over there where you are. I think it's what, like a 2-3 hour difference or something like that. It's probably what, like around 10 or 11 where you are, possibly 12 if it's more, because you say you're in Alberta, Canada, right? But it's good to have people like you coming around here, um, come and support the channel, and have supported us from the very beginning. Um, I know that I think we met you over there with Evan, Slap City TV. Again, shout out to Evan over there, Mr. Kang man, King Kang. You know, pure W's, man. You've been showing that food, man. That good food you've been showing to us, man. You've been showing off to us a lot, man. So they got my stomach grumbling, dude. Like I've never seen a I've never seen a burger like that one before, man. I think you said it was like a potato or mushroom or something, a mushroom burger. Instead of a bun, it was like either a potato or mushroom pat or something like that. And then you had the patty in the middle, and then you had some jalapenos on it and stuff like that. A big old fat patty like this, maybe like a pound, or I know it wasn't no quarter pounder. It was thicker than that for sure, and it had all the little stuff with it. Um, I don't know if it was the potatoes. The potatoes was like a slice of potato that, in the form of a bun instead of the bun. That's what a bun was, or it was a mushroom. One of the two. I don't. I didn't. I was just like I was looking things cross-eyed. I think that day because I was looking at it and I was like, man. I think everybody commented, man. I commented with everybody, man, because they was just, I've never seen anything like that. And he said that was the best burger he's ever had in his entire life. So you must tell me where'd you get that from, or where I can get one like that, or else I could just probably make it myself. Um, at least try, try to see if I can do it, because I know I make burgers too, man, and everybody tells me I make pretty good burgers. So I guess if I do make pretty good burgers, then I guess I could probably at least try to make one of those mushroom burgers or potato burgers or whatever it was, man. But that stuff, man, looked pretty good. I gotta say, King Kang. So that was a straight up W right there, straight up, you know, man. But yeah, we'd like to have you one day, man, over here, brother. I know you got your own community, brother, and or you call me, man, or let me know you want me to go back to your, you want to go ahead and talk to me, man. We could chat again. We could, you could interview me again, man, and we could chop it up, man, and talk like that. But yeah, Teresa, man, if you're out there, man, that's who I miss the most, because I haven't heard anything from you, like I said. So hopefully we can hear from you again from UT. So, but yeah, Johnny too, man. Johnny, like I said, he's been doing his thing. He's out there, you know. Carlos, like I said, he said he has the lights off and he had a family in the house, so he was unable to come through. And I told him see if we can get his buddy in here. The guy, I guess his name was David, but I don't know what's his his title name, but we were talking that one day in his live stream about a couple days ago. After I had finished mine on Friday, we it was like Saturday morning because it was it was a Friday and then Saturday, so it was like around 12 or 1. It was like around 1 in the morning, man, and this guy was out there and we were like doing the live chats, and then somehow he posted the link out there, so I went in there. I came out, and then that other guy came out, and then I met him, and then Carlos came out, and we were chatting for like about 2 hours, man. We had a good chat. We had a pretty good chat. It's pretty cool. And so I posted the link down here too, man. Anybody wants to come through too, man. Um, it's just me right now. I think Honey Holic stepped out, and like I said, I don't blame her because she has to go to work. Thank you for coming by the way, Miss Honey Holic, man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate your support. We will have that beer one day, and you can come to the live chat, man, and we can chat and yeah, we'll do this together. I guess if Johnny's unable to do it because he hasn't been able to do it, like I said, he has 2 jobs. He has to be running, and then plus he has a lot of girls that are chasing him now over there in Mexico, man, because he's a school teacher, and then he's like a translator over there in Mexico. So and then he's like, when you go over there as an extranjero, like a person from like the outside, and they see you like you're like you're from like you're from like somewhere else, man, and so women tend to see you like a different way, and that was like he's telling me that he had this 19-year-old asking him out to go out, you know, and invited him to go out, and so I guess he said yeah, he said of course, he said yeah, and he's been going out left and right, so he has a bunch of girls chasing him, and he's been going around with a bunch of girls, man. This is late, so I mean, I can't blame the guy, I guess, especially being single for a very long time like he has. Um, he's been, he's been having his issues, man, and he was living over there in Northern California, and he decided to go move over there to Aguascalientes, which is where he's at. My brother, my brother from another mother, pinche Johnny Hash Brown, brother Johnny, pinche Johnny, man. Pues ahí llévatela, está bien. This was our project together, man, but it don't matter. It's still gonna be called the same way, man. It's never gonna change. The name's gonna be the same. This podcast name is Brown&Chicano Podcast. So like, comment, subscribe, guys. Anybody that comes in, I appreciate it. You know, it's either me and anybody else that might come in. We had a Lord Creedon the other day on Friday. Shout out to him. Shout out to you, sir, brother. You know, um, he was here, and we're just we're talking for a minute. So, but then his phone died, so then we couldn't go any further. He was actually he was in a restaurant, and then from the restaurant he was in the supermarket, and then he was walking home, I think, because right now his car's in the shop, so he's unable to get around so much like that. And so yeah, so that's what happened. We spoke somewhat, but it was just kind of hard to hear, and it was kind of hard for him to, I guess, to decipher a lot, or like he wasn't really sitting down, and like we were like chatting like that, like we could have, and so yeah, este but yeah, other than that, man, yeah, it's been quite cool, man. I enjoy doing this, man. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy I always got a lot to say, man. I always got a bunch of stuff to say, At least today I could have been drinking right now, man, but good thing I didn't. This youngster flaked out at the end, man. Who came looking for me, who said he was broke, so he wanted to have a drink with me. I told him, yeah, and I said, okay, I'll buy you a drink because that fool came over here and I fool stumbling. And he told me that he had just gotten run over. And I'm like, you got run over, fool? So who run you over, man? Some fool called El Niga or something like that. I thought he said, well, La Liga? Like, Liga, like a rubber band? No, fool was nigga, with the N word. That fool run me over, man. I gotta get that fool back. And I guess the fool run them over. And that fool was limping. And that fool had one of those sprays, those sprays that you use for like to clean your freaking computer. I guess I don't know what these kids are doing, man. They're frying their freaking brain with that stuff. They're freezing their brain or whatever they're doing with it. They put it in their mouth and then they start talking all deep. Like, and he gave me the freaking bottles if I wanted some, man. I looked at it like, dude, you gave me some of that stuff the other day, dude. I don't do this stuff, man. You know that. I'll go buy you the beer instead. And so we walked to the store, and then he told me, hey, fool. While I was inside, he's like, hey, my girlfriend just texted me, man. She said, I won't be able to kick it with you, man. I gotta go home. I guess his girl lives with him. I don't know. So I gotta go home. So he went, and so I walked him home, basically. And while we're going on our way to the liquor store. So luckily I didn't drink, and it was the best for us, I could have still bought him his beer. He's like, yeah, fool, if I'm gonna drink with you, I'm gonna just drink one. Like, fool, I don't just drink one, man. Maybe one, but one dozen. Cause I'm not like that, I guess. And so I just walked him home, and I said, nah, fool, just don't worry about it, cause he was already drunk, man. It was 11 in the freaking morning. This fool was already blasted this morning, today, and then using that crap, and then he smokes weed too on top of that. So I was like, nah, dude, just go take it easy, man. Just go to your house, go sleep it off, man, or something, eh? And maybe next time, just. And then plus he has like some kind of information for me, like as far as who stole my freaking van and the fools that did a number on me, they still owe me some stuff. Fools that stole my pistols, and I still got to go over there and hunt these fools down. So still got to go find out who these. One fool blames the other guy, and the other guy blames the other guy. So I got to go over there and just show them pinche Chicano Steve is, man. Pinche Chicano U-turn is. Because that's the only way I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, And they're gonna owe me. So they don't have the pieces no more, man. At least I'm gonna give you 30 days to pay me back, man. That's as simple as that. You got 30 days. If not, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. And I don't like to show that side of me, man, but push comes to shove, I have to. That's make a statement. Sometimes you gotta make a statement, eh? And if I gotta make a statement, man, because I was too soft with these fools, man. I was right there inviting these fools drinks and stuff like that, drinking with these fools, and that's what I get for reaching out to them. Like I said earlier, you give them your hand to grab your foot. Haz la mano, te agarran la pata. It's even happened with my own nephew, man, who took my freaking pistol, one of my pistols, never brought it back. Oh, I still got it. I got it in the house. Yeah, right. But yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody over there in the slabs. Um, Shout out to Angie. Hope you're okay over there, man. Um, especially you, G over there, man. They call you Water Boy, man. So shout out to you, Water Boy, man. Um, yeah, man. I know that this stuff's kind of rough over there right now. Just have faith, man. Everything should be fine. Good things do happen to good people. Hey, you've been a good person over there, holding it down. And everybody. There's a lot of folks that depend on you over there. I'm sure if you had the opportunity to leave, you wouldn't. You know, you'll still stay there because you want to. I'm sure that you want to see you want to see the safety of make sure the safety of everyone else. And that speaks a lot. That speaks volumes of what kind of person you are, dude. That really does, man. And commend you for that, brother. That's it's really something, man. And God will reward that kind of stuff, eh? Just got to stay firm with Him and make sure that you're good with with the Lord at all times, because God is right there taking care of you, man. So everybody over there in the slabs, man. Water boy, you're holding it down, dude. Just hold your faith in your sleeve, like I posted earlier. And everything's gonna be fine, brother. So I know things can be rough right now, and things are gonna be rougher tonight. I guess they're saying, but yeah, I think by the time it gets over here, that hurricane, whatever, to LA, it's just gonna be a dud. It's not nothing out of the ordinary. We've seen wind and we've seen rain like that, and maybe like in the desert, you guys haven't really seen stuff like that, or it's very uncommon rather, because you guys would get like only four inches of rain a year, and they say guys are gonna get somewhere around 8 or 9 inches in like a couple days only. Plus the flash floods and all that stuff, man. So I guess maybe you guys like in the Palm Springs area, and I heard and maybe San Diego too are gonna get it. My sister lives in San Diego, man. I got two of my sisters live over there in San Diego, and some of my nieces and también one of my nephews, también my nephews viven allá. A shout out to you guys, man. Mi hermana Angélica, mi hermana Mónica, Denise, um, Yadira, my nieces, Aaron. I don't know if you're out of jail now, but you know, you and your family, dude. Shout out to you guys, and your close relatives and everybody. So so ahí andamos, We're gonna go ahead and take off, guys, man. Appreciate you guys showing up, everybody that did. I thank you guys in advance, man. Thank you so much, guys. Ahí nos vemos para la otra. I'm gonna come back on Friday, so be on the lookout for that one. I know we're just getting started. Our community is getting started. Might not have so many folks right now, or maybe not so many are showing up at the moment. But God willing, you know, we'll have a little community going on, and we can continue speaking about a lot of different topics and stuff like that. It's always an open line. They call it Open Line Friday, and I guess it's Open Line Sunday too as well. So we'll see you guys Friday and Sundays around the same time, about 8 p.m. Maybe we can do a little earlier, maybe around 7. You know, which was the idea when Johnny moved away, because he has like a 1 or 2 hour difference from here, Pacific time, where he's at right now. So he was like, yeah, so it's been kind of a little bit complicated with Johnny. Pero yeah, God bless everyone, man. Thank you guys for stopping by. Again, see you guys next Friday. I'll go ahead and post it. Check out our videos. I'm gonna go ahead and edit these last videos that I got, man, that I did yesterday from MacArthur Park, and the shopping and all that stuff we did yesterday with my sons, my 2 boys. Um, there was a lot of pretty girls too, man, walking around there. Pero but we're there mainly to you know, go bust our mission. So then we were in the park too. So yeah, guys, take care, guys, man. Thank you for stopping by. God bless you guys, and Godspeed to everyone and to anyone. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We'll be around. And remember, puro Chicano YouTube. Talk to you guys later, man. Nos vemos.